All right, so we have added products to our collection and to the store in general. So let's go ahead now into our code editor over here, and get a little bit familiar with all of the folders that are provided to us. So in the previous video, we created this section file. Let's go ahead and delete that because that was just a test to see that ThemeKit was working. After that, let's go into the templates folder where we're going to be able to find the collections.liquid file. And the collection.liquid file is what actually contains our code for the collection file. And let's take a look at what this file contains. We can see at the top here we have a paginate liquid object, and we're seeing that the collection.products is getting paginated by 2. And we can see that over here the paginate is ending. And inside of the paginate logic we have our title, and then we have a for loop. Essentially, the for loop works as a for loop in any other programming language where we are looping over some objects. And then here we're looping over collection.products, and then we're naming each of those product. So basically each item inside of the array going to be called product. And inside of the for loop we have a div which contains the title of the product as well as a link to the product. Then we have the price object, and the product object over here is available to us inside of any collection. And since we are also in the collection, we can also access the collection object as well. Then we come across an else statement, and it basically just shows that there's no matches for the product if we don't end up finding a product inside of the collection. What we're going to do now is delete the pagination because we don't want that. And let's go ahead and delete this over here, this if statement, which says if the pagination pages is more than 1, then we're going to paginate, which is the numbers that you see at the bottom over here. So let's go ahead and delete that. And we're now left with a much cleaner collection page. So I just realized that I forgot to do theme watch over here. So let's go ahead and type in theme watch. We did get a warning of our theme watch because we didn't add the allow live flag. As you might remember, we published this theme at the beginning of the last section, and ThemeKit is telling us that we need to add a flag to actually make changes to a live theme. So let's go ahead and type in theme watch and then -- allow live. And ThemeKit is giving us a warning here saying that this is a live theme on our shop. And this is a very nice warning because you don't usually want to be making changes to the live theme that is available to customers, because just in case you break something. So let's go ahead back into our store and refresh this page and see how it changed, because we should have removed the pagination. So let's just save this again, just to make sure that the collection page. So it removed the pagination here for us, and we're just left with the basic collection page. What I'm going to do now is prepare this collection page and divide it up into smaller sections. So let's create a new folder over here, and we'll inside of our root directory, we'll name it snippets. And inside of the snippets, let's create a new file called product card.liquid. And inside of the collection, let's go ahead and remove all of this. Make sure to copy that. And then we'll just paste it inside of the product card. Now inside of our collection, we can go ahead and type in curly braces and then render product card for. So we can do it just like this. Let's go ahead and click save. And let's see what happens with us here. So it said cannot find asset snippets product card. Product card. Okay. Small typo there. And let's see what it gives us now. So nothing has changed. That's because we literally just put everything into a snippet. So a snippet, like I said before, is just a small section of code that you want to split up into a different file, just so it's easier to work with. So what we have over here is a for loop that is inside of our product card. So I actually want to remove this just to make it even cleaner. And let me just format that a little bit. And now if we go back here, what we can do is loop right inside of the render function. So we can type in for collection dot product as product. So what we're basically saying here is that we want to loop over all of the products inside of the collection object, and we'll name it as product. And if we save that, we'll go back to our collection page, and again, nothing changes because we literally did the same thing, but just a different way. So if you want to see where the documentation for this is, we can go into new tab and type in shopify.dev. And under building themes, we can click on liquid templating language. And under liquid references, we can take a look at the tags, and we can take a look at theme tags. And just down here, we can see render. And we can see that render renders a snippet from the snippets folder of a theme. So if throughout the course you ever want to find something that we're doing and maybe I skipped over it by accident, you can always go ahead over here into the documentation and read up more about it. Anyways, let's get back into our code. So let's wrap the whole collection page inside of a div, and we'll give this div a class name of container. And let's just move all of this inside of here. And let's actually give it another div, which we will name collection. And then for this H1, let's give it a class of collection title. And this will just make it easier once we start styling our collection page. And then we'll give this one a div of collection list. And we'll move that inside. So let's click save and just make sure that we didn't break anything inside of our collection page. All right, perfect. And we can actually remove this page equals 2 since we're not paginating anymore. And we can see here that we indeed did not break anything. So now that the collection page is set up, let's go into the next video where we're going to quickly jump to the home page and take a look at sections.